Joining me now at Fraser Field before tonight's Glasgow and English game is English game coach Joe Caponegro. Joe, welcome back again. It's a beautiful night.
Beautiful night. Beautiful.
Let's recap the season for the Bulldogs headed back to postseason.
Well, I don't think we could have started on any better. Our first game of the year, we had a perfect game pitched by Ben Bowden, and things are only going to get worse. Kind of towards the midway point, we found ourselves at 3 wins and 5 losses, and we've turned it around since that time. We've gone 7-2, and it takes a little pressure off when we don't go into the last couple games of the season having to get a win to get into the tournament. So,
what turns the team around at 3 and 5? Man? What clicked?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. We had a changing of some personnel that are no longer with the team, and I think that had a lot to do with it. Sometimes they say a few bad apples, and I'm not saying they were bad apples. It just wasn't working out the way they liked it, and they were, there's some malcontent, but it's, things have turned around.
In that instance, it can bring the rest of the team closer together because there's not that distraction.
Absolutely.
Some of the highlights of the season for beyond Ben's no-hitter, which obviously started you off on a real positive note.
Yeah, I think that we've gotten throughout the season. Our pitching has been really good. We won a week. We had 3 games. We won 2 out of 3 games, and we only scored 4 runs. So we beat Gloucester, a quality team, twice in the same week, 2-1 both times, and then we got shut out by Salem. And so I think our pitching has been it's been very consistent. It's our defense. We've had lapses, and our hitting hasn't really. I'm hoping it's starting to come around. We just played Beverly on Monday, and I thought we faced a pretty good thrower. A good pitcher over there. I'm not sure if he's their number 1, but we hit the ball the best we did all season. We only struck out twice. Put the ball in play, and so I think that's kind of been a capsule of our season. Pitching's been there, defense sometimes, and the hitting. We're still hoping it comes around.
All right, I asked Mike this question. This is, as Matt Roy refers to it, as the spring Thanksgiving game. Classical English, traditionally last game of the regular season before any kind of playoffs, and of course typically the Clancy tournament. What does it mean for the kids? Again, Fraser Field, yeah. Last game of the season, beautiful weather, and they get the crosstown rivals.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to be said about that. These kids, they're all friends. At the end of the day, they play summer ball together. They play, Legion, other travel type AAU teams together. They're Facebooking each other, I'm sure, all the time. It's just, this is kind of, these games are like for bragging rights. And I know with our guys, we got Classical handed to us pretty good first time around. And so I know that, they want to even it up tonight. And I'm sure Classical, obviously, they don't want that to happen. So it brings, the fact that they all know each other and there's that bragging rights, it brings a lot of excitement to these games.
Great. Joe, thanks. Great season so far. Hope it continues long into the tournament for you.
Thank you. We really appreciate your coverage.
Okay, great. Thanks.